Hi guys, so I wanted to do a quick YouTube video for you guys, and I have done a 29 day actually, cycle review of the Lady Comp so that you guys can see exactly how it works, exactly what I do every morning and how easy it is. As a lot of you will already know, Lady Comp is a natural contraceptive / family planning device, because not only is it a contraceptive to tell you when you are infertile, but it is also a family planning device and tells you when you're fertile. So if you obviously have sex on the days that you're fertile, the likelihood that you will get pregnant is much higher. So first of all, I'll start off by showing you what Lady Comp looks like. This is the Lady Comp device. It's quite small. Whenever you go on holiday or if you go away anywhere, it's quite easy just to put in your bag. It comes in this pouch, which is false leather, which is great. So it's really easy just to put in your suitcase, and it's not much bigger than a pack of pills. I come off the pill patch, which was an estrogen only patch that I used to stick on my bum around about 2 years ago now, and I come off it for several reasons. First reason was I read the book Code Red and it blew my mind. There are things in that book that every single girl should know, and male for that matter. So there were things in this book, Code Red, which is actually by a lady called Lisa Lister. You'll find her on Instagram as well. It blew my mind and instantly come off the pill patch. My skin started to get better. I lost 7 pounds, which is quite a lot for someone so small. Found out in the Lisa Lister book that that would possibly happen because the pill is a steroid, which makes you retain water naturally. I knew that I was retaining water and I knew that that was going to drop off me, and it did. It went by the book. I come off the pill patch and I am so happy that I come off it, because it has changed my life. It's changed the way that I look at my body. It's changed how well I know my body, how well I know myself, my emotions, what's going on inside my body. What I'll do is I'm going to move on to the questions, and the questions that you guys have asked that you want answering. So I'm going to go through them all and hopefully I'll cover everything. Lady Comp goes on basal temperature, which is your resting temperature, and throughout a average 28-day cycle, our hormones and our temperatures fluctuate. So for example, just before you ovulate, your temperature will spike, and just before you come on your period, your temperature will spike. So Lady Comp learns your cycle, picks up on these temperatures, and then gives you an estimate of what it thinks is going on in your body. Now, I say it's just an estimate, but I mean, Lady Comp is 99.6% accurate. So what you do is you set an alarm, and you set it with a 3-hour window. So the first time you set the alarm, it will be within a 3-hour window, but it will go off at a specific time. So I think I set mine 18 months ago at, I think it was about 8 o'clock, because then I knew that if I set it at 8 o'clock, I could take my temperature any time between 6:30 and 9:30. So anyway, I knew that it would give me a bigger window because it predicts and it goes in the middle of the first set alarm. You can change the alarm at any point. What a lot of people are worried about with this alarm is, does this alarm go off every single morning at the same time? No, it doesn't. It doesn't wake you up. The first time you use Lady Comp, that alarm will go off to set that first initial timer. So it will give you, that timer is to give that window of 3 hours. The first time it goes off, you take your temperature. So as soon as you get up the next day, after the first alarm has gone off, so day 2, You get the lady comp, you press the middle button, and instantly it will come up with the flashing temperature. So you put this straight into your mouth, and that is how it works every single day. No alarm goes off, it just gives you a 3-hour window. Every morning you put this in your mouth. It takes around 45 seconds. And I only know that because I've been recording it for the past 28 days, and I've been looking at the time on the top of my phone. So it takes around 45 seconds, which is nothing really. I'm going to go on to the green, yellow and red lights. So Lady Comp works on a lighting system. So it gives you a red, a green or a yellow light, depending on your fertility. When it gives you a red light, this means that you are fertile. And if you are not planning a baby, if you're not planning a family, do not have sex unprotected. If it gives you a yellow light, this is for the Lady Comp a learning phase. So myself, I would not have sex unprotected on a yellow light, only because I've watched a couple of YouTube videos and I know there's a girl who knew someone who got pregnant on a yellow light, which is not really Lady Comp's fault because it's yellow for a reason. It says that it's a learning phase, and it's probably more so for people that are family planning. So if you had a green day and then you had a yellow day, it would probably say carry on and keep trying. But if you are not trying for a baby, I would not try having sex unprotected on a yellow day. Green light means that you are infertile. It is really, really confident that you are not fertile. From your temperature and your charting that it has taken, it's confident that you are not going to get pregnant if you have unprotected sex. So when you first start using Lady Comp, you will get a lot of red days, and it will be very, very frustrating because this is a learning phase for Lady Comp and it wants to be sure. So it will give you more red days until it knows your body, until it knows your cycle, which is only a good thing. So you may, when you first start out using Lady Comp, you may only get 8 green days a month, but now on average I get around about 14 green days a month. Yeah, I'd say half of the month is infertile, half of the month is fertile, which for me is good enough. I think it's a good trade. I have the Lady Baby, and the only reason I have the Lady Baby is because I was trialing the product and they wanted me to get the full benefit. They sent me a Lady Baby just so that I could see all of the different apps that it has on it. So if you are not planning on planning a family, then there is no need really to get the Lady Baby. That is just for the extras, such as gender prediction. This one I have here, when I am ovulating, it will flash red on the day that I ovulate. The days before the flashing red and the days after, it gives me a gender prediction. So if I was to have sex on those days, it would tell me whether I'm more likely to have a boy or a girl. Now, this is just a prediction. This is not, I'm not saying that if you have sex on those days, you will get a girl or you will get a boy. It gives you a prediction based on which ones swim faster and which ones live longer. Lady Comp, this new device is rechargeable, so it comes with rechargeable batteries. So if you've got a charger, I mean, I've had this 18 months, I've only recharged it twice, which is nothing. You could keep changing the batteries if you want for reusable ones, but yeah, I just charge up these ones because I've got a recharger. Right, I'm going to go through a couple of things on here. My home screen looks like this. And we have, in the middle, we have a temperature, we have the settings, we have a date, we have the gender prediction, we have M, which stands for menstrual cycle, and the M flashes up when you are due on your period, and it will tell you to either click or unclick whether you are on your period or whether you're not in your period. So yeah, and that's about all that's on there. It's quite easy to sort of work, it's quite compact. If you have regular cycles, Lady Comp is going to be perfect for you. If you have slightly more irregular cycles, then it is going to be slightly more difficult and slightly more erratic with your red and green days. So what a lot of people have said to me their worry would be is that sperm can live up to 1 week inside the body, and Lady Comp doesn't take that into consideration. Lady Comp does take that into consideration and will give you a week of fertile red days, even when you're possibly not fertile, just to be safe. Highly recommend charting. Charting is something that I started off doing before I got the Lady Comp, and it just helps you track your cycle better. It helps you learn more about your body, your cravings, and what's going on inside and outside of your body throughout your whole cycle, because your cycle, your period is not just your period, actually it's the whole 28 days. So Lady Comp really gets you in touch with your body. And when I was on the pill, I was just so out of touch, because what it was doing was replacing my natural cycle with a synthetic cycle that wasn't mine. It was replacing my natural cycle. So now that I have my natural cycle back, my skin is a lot better, my hair is better, my weight is just an average now. It doesn't fluctuate, whereas when I was on the pill patch, it would go up and down, up and down. My period is probably and obviously slightly worse since not being on the pill, because as a lot of you know, the pill does help with period pain and a lot of other symptoms, but that is also something that I'm working on right now. I found that eating raw almost eliminates pain. It's just something that I'm quite slack with, and I really need to push myself a little bit more. So definitely a raw vegan diet really does help with painful periods. And also I've also been doing yoni steams, and I have just ordered a yoni egg. So I will keep you all updated on how I get on with them. So if you've got any more questions about the Lady Comp, I think I've covered most things, but if I haven't, then please leave a comment in the comment section and I'll be sure to reply, or head over to my Instagram, send me a message. I will help as much as I possibly can, because we're so quick to take a pill for heavy periods or painful periods or spots or whatever it is, whatever reason we started going on the pill for, we're so easy to just jump for that quick fix. And we really should be just learning about our bodies and learning what it is that our body needs in order to get rid of that pain or level them hormones out so that the spots are not there. There's always something behind it. It's something that really every girl should look into, and male for that matter. If you have a wife, a girlfriend, a child, daughter, everyone should know about natural tracking.
So today is day 1 and I feel like shit. I feel so tired, so ill, and everything's hurting. So let's do my temperature and see what it is. Mm-hmm. 36.74. It's another yellow. So what I have to do when it's yellow, because it didn't record properly last month, it's not picked up. So what I need to do is you go to the just tick it, and then for the next 5-7 days it will automatically tick it for you, and then it will remember that next month. But I've been pretty messed up in taking my temperature every day, so it's a little bit messed up. So today is day 1. I actually thought it was yesterday, but it's not. It's definitely today. I've just come on my period, so my temperature will probably have dropped slightly since yesterday. So I'm going to see what it is, but today is day 1. So my temperature has dropped, it's 36.48. What I also need to do is, because yesterday I thought was day 1 of my cycle, I selected M because I assumed it was day 1. So you just have to go in and unselect it if it is wrong or if you put the information in wrong. So if you go to the diary, this is what the diary now looks like. So we're on day 2, but it feels more like day 1 because it's only just kicked in, so I'm guessing my temperature's probably going to go down a bit more. I feel like absolute shit, so I'm going to make this really quick. Yeah, it's gone right down, so that's what happens when I come on my period, it drops quite a lot. Yesterday I said was day 1, and it was day 1, but it's taken a while for the pain to kick in because it was waiting for that drop. That's why it's painful today and not yesterday. So today is day 3, and I think my temperature will probably rise now. After that big drop yesterday, it's going to go up a little bit. (36.17), so my temperature is already going back to normal and I'm starting to feel normal again. So normally when you take your temperature in the morning, you're not supposed to get up first, you're supposed to take it at your resting temperature. So you're supposed to have been asleep for at least 4 hours before you take it. But this morning I've had to have a one-off and take it a little bit later. I'm half ready, I've got my clothes on. But I'm going down to London to do a Fashion Week protest, so it may be a little bit different today, but I know where I am in my cycle, so I don't really need to know. So it's 36.17, it's still flashing M, which is menstruation. I'm on day 4. Day 5. (37.04). Day 6, and I've got the flu, so I may have a slightly high temperature today. (37.09). Day 7. So my temperature is 37.87, and it will probably give me a yellow light now because it's unsure, because I have a temperature. It's unsure, so when you have a temperature it gives you a yellow. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's giving me a yellow. And this is the last day of my period, so I'll probably untick the so it's day 8 and I feel really awful, so I'm gonna make this really quick. (37.76), and I'm on day 8. Day 9. My temperature is 36.66. Now that's a little bit higher than it usually is on day 9 because I have the flu. So
just before this I did do a recording, but it didn't record. So this is like another temperature. Usually it'll give me a light at the top, but because I've done an extra one, it hasn't done that. But yes, it's actually a red day, which means fertile. And I think that is because of how high my temperature is because of the flu. So I'm going to get more red days this month. Usually day 9 would be a green day. Day 10. .58, and it is a red day. Day 10. Day 11. .49, and it's a red light. Day 11. So I'm on day 12. My temperature is 36.05, day 12. So today is day 13 and I'm just about getting over the flu. Thank God. So today my temperature is 36.33. I've got a red light, which means I can't have sex, and as you can also see in the corner there, there's a picture of a little boy, which means that I am ovulating, and if I was to have sex today, the chances would be much higher of having a boy today. You'll see that change over the next few days. It will go to a boy and a girl, and then just a girl. And I'll explain that in further detail in my blog. But yeah, it's 36.33 and I'm on day 13. Day 14. So we're on day 14. My temperature is 35.40. I've got a red light and a boy and a girl. So if I was to have sex today, the chances would be equal of a boy and a girl. It would be highly likely that I would get pregnant because I'm on a red light. I'm ovulating as well. And yeah, day 14, my temperature's pretty low. So I'm on day 15 today. So today my temperature is 36.51. I've got a red day again, and it's moved on to a girl, if you can see there. So I'm bang in the middle of ovulating today. Day 16. .57, day 16, and I'm still ovulating, and it's saying a girl with a flashing red light. The flashing red light means that today is ovulation day. So this is the day that it predicts that I'm actually ovulating, whereas the red days are pre-ovulation and post-ovulation, but still highly, highly fertile. Day 17. So it appears that I've stopped ovulating, but it's still going to give me a red light for safety. and my temperature is 36.34 on day 17. Day 18. So day 18, 36. So day 18, the temperature is 36.53, and I've got another red light, which means I'm still fertile. Day 19. So I'm on day 19, my temperature is 36.54, and I've still got a red light, so it's saying that I'm still ovulating. Well, I think I'm coming to the end of it now, and I think I'm going into pre-menstrual, just because of some of the symptoms I'm getting, like stomach ache, moodiness, things like that. So yeah, day 19, 36 points. Day 20. So it's day 20, 36.73, and I've got a yellow light, which means that I'm most likely not fertile, but it's indecisive, so it's at my own risk. Day 20. Day 21. Day 21, 36.97, and again it's a yellow light, so they say to still class a yellow light as fertile because it's in a learning phase. Day 22. Day 22, 36.80, and I finally got a green light, and everything's hurting. A green light and everything's hurting. I'm only joking. So the green light will be there now for roughly about the next 10 to 14 days. Day 23. So my temperature is 36.66, day 23, and I've got a green light, and I can really feel the pre-menstrual stage now. I'm aching all over, my boobs are really hurting, everything's really starting to hurt. So yeah, day 23. So it's day 24. And I can really tell everything's aching, everything's hurting, my stomach is bloated, and I've got loads of spots, as you can see. So let's see what my temperature is. Mm. 36.61. I got green light, and it's day 24. Day 25. So day 25, 36.98, and it's showing M, which means menstruation. I haven't come on my period yet, but I have really, really bad PMT. I've got really bad stomach ache and really sore boobs, everything's hurting, so it's probably going to be pretty soon. Yeah. So what I'm going to have to do for that is, I'll show you. So I go the and I just untick it just to let it know that it got it wrong. Day 26. .82, day 26. Again, it's flashing M because it thinks that I am on my period, because last month I didn't actually take my temperature for probably about a week, so it's still predicting it again. It's almost accurate because I'm guessing that I'm gonna come on my period tomorrow, but yeah, I'll just have to take that off again. So you go to the M, just untick it, and that's it. Day 27. .67, day 27. It's flashing M again, so I'll have to take that off because it's not quite right. I'm guessing I've got probably another day or two before I come on my period. So yeah, day 27. Day 28. So my temperature is 36.93, so it seems to be getting higher. It's flashing M again. I'm guessing today might be the day. It could possibly also be tomorrow, but we're on day 28.
So day 28 was actually day 1 of my cycle, which means that that is the end of this Lady Comp review. I hope you've all enjoyed it. I hope that you've learned something new from it, or it's inspired you in some way. If you've got any questions at all, please put them in the comments and I will try my best to respond, or send me a message on Instagram at Kath Kendall. There's also a discount code that Lady Comp have kindly offered me, which is Kath UK, which gives you 8% off any Lady Comp device. Thank you for watching. Say bye, Walt. Say bye. Bye. Bye.